If you're military or a veteran and using your VA loan, here's a fee buried inside your loan structure that can quietly cost you 10, 15, 20,000 over time. Here's the dangerous part. It doesn't just affect your payment. It affects how strong your offer looks, how much negotiating power you have, whether you can compete in a multiple offer situation, and how much equity you have when you PCS out. Today, we're not just talking about what the VA funding fee is. We're talking about how to use it strategically so it doesn't cost you leverage in the deal. Let's go. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about moving to San Diego, then subscribe and click that bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market here in San Diego, California. My name is Victoria Sandoval and I'm with Select Premier Properties. We get calls from people just like you every single day. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out. My contact information is on the description below and I'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to San Diego. If we haven't met yet, I'm Victoria Sandoval, your San Diego real estate broker, and I've been helping military families buy and sell real estate in San Diego and Riverside for over 22 years. This is episode 1 of VA Loan Bootcamp, where we break down what you actually need to know before using your VA benefit, not lender talk, real estate strategy, because the loan is just a tool. The strategy wins the house. So what actually is the funding fee? The VA funding fee is a one-time fee charged by the Department of Veterans Affairs. It keeps the VA loan program running. Most buyers finance it into the loan. Now, here's what most people don't understand. It changes based on first-time home buyer versus repeat use, down payment amount, service category, disability exemption. Typical range roughly 1.25% to 3.3%. Let's use a real scenario. $800,000 purchase price, first-time VA buyer use, zero money down. That funding fee could be around $18,000 to $24,000 depending on status. If you roll that into the loan, your loan isn't $800,000, it's $818,000. Now your payment is higher, your equity starts lower, your future resale math changes. That matters. Now let's talk about a multiple offer situation. Let's say we're competing against a conventional buyer. They're putting 10% down. You're using VA zero down and rolling in the funding fee. From a seller's perspective, your loan amount is higher, your appraisal risk looks higher, your down payment is zero, and you're asking for concessions. Now here's where most agents mess up. They write an offer full price for $800,000. But because your loan is higher due to the funding fee, your margin for appraisal value gets thinner. If the appraised value comes in at $790, now we have a problem. Instead, sometimes we structure it differently. Maybe offer slightly under list, ask for a seller credit strategically, or adjust the price to protect the appraisal room. Funding fee math affects offer math. That's negotiation strategy. If you're planning to buy this year, comment bootcamp below and I'll send you a VA negotiation checklist I use with my clients. So should you roll it all into the loan? Most buyers do, but let's talk about options. Option number 1 is financing it. Lower cash out of pocket, higher long-term cost. Option number 2 is paying part of it up front. Lower loan balance, stronger equity position. Option number 3, negotiate seller to cover allowable costs so that you preserve your own cash for partial funding fee payment. Here's an advanced strategy. If you're in a competitive market, having slightly more skin in the game can make your offer look stronger. Sellers like certainty. If your loan-to-value ratio is tighter, appraisal risk feels lower. That makes your offer more attractive, even if it's not the highest. This is where loan structure meets negotiation psychology. Now let's talk about exemption. If you have a VA disability compensation, you may be exempt. But here's where it gets tricky. I've had buyers close before their rating finalized, pay the funding fee, then receive rating approval 2 months later. In some cases, refunds are possible, but timing matters. So what do? If rating is pending, we sometimes slow down the escrow or structure the timeline around the anticipated decision. That is real planning, no paperwork guessing. If you're active duty or recently rated and not sure how it impacts your buying power, download my buyer readiness guide below. It breaks down exemption timing, entitlement, and negotiation positioning. Let's talk about future PCS and resale strategy. Here's what nobody talks about. When you PCS in 3 to 4 years, your starting loan balance matters. If you finance the funding fee and bought at the top of the market, your equity cushion may be thin. That affects whether you can sell cleanly, whether you need to bring money to the closing table, whether keeping it as a rental makes sense. The funding fee decision today impacts your exit strategy tomorrow. And military buyers should always think exit first. Always. The VA loan is one of the most powerful benefits available. But the VA funding fee isn't just a line item, it's leverage. Used correctly, it can strengthen your offer. Used incorrectly, it costs you equity, negotiating power, and future flexibility. In the next episode, we're going to break down VA 4% concession rules because that's where you can save serious money without weakening your position. If you're military or veteran thinking about buying, subscribe. This series is built for you. Let's use your benefits strategically. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.